Hello, good morning. Hi, I am Kimberly Crawford, and this is Intention Tuesday Live. Thank you so much for joining me today and strengthening the intention and attention that we are focusing on today. Today, we're manifesting reviewing our past and renewing and resetting. So I would love for you to find a nice, comfortable spot and really dedicate 10 minutes to filling yourself up today and clearing out any old baggage that makes you feel a little bit stuck and reset. Okay? I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. We were working through healing in our house. We finally experienced COVID, and luckily everybody's fine, and we're doing really good. But it was definitely an experience where it made us all really appreciate our well-being and how much we take it for granted so often. Okay, so know that you are in sacred space. Begin to settle in and call yourself into this moment fully. Feeling your toes wiggling within your shoes, feeling your fingertips as they press into your palms. Feel your tailbone anchored straight and yet relaxed in your seat. Feel the breath moving easily in and out of your lungs. Collecting all of the pieces of you that are floating out up here somewhere and pulling yourself into your body. Really feel your soul sit and anchor into your vehicle. Taking those nice, easy breaths as you fully call yourself back from the past. Take a moment to collect those pieces of yourself in the future. And really sink into this feeling of being safe and secure within your body. There's a lot of outside events that are constantly pulling us out of our vessel, right? And our job as we experience Earth School is to stay as present as possible, to be here fully, and getting to like that feeling and appreciate that feeling of full embodiment, where you can fully activate your power. Really be aware of the new choices that are unfolding in front of us every day. Okay, so now that we are embodied, let's go ahead and begin tapping our area here. All of those lung points. Not only pulling us into our bodies, but also releasing that grief. You know, these little tools that we can activate anytime to help us out. Taking those nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Are we ready to begin? Okay, intention number 20. Pardon me. Let me get a glass of water first. Fantastic. Each day, we have the opportunity to begin again. As the sun rises, so does our soul. A new birth takes place as we open our eyes and take our first conscious breath. And each night is a miniature death. And as the sun sets, our awareness fades into the shadows, offering us the ability to rest and reset. Both of these are priceless components of our experience here. The ability to start over and wipe the slate clean. Let go of a bad day, a bad month, a bad year, and mentally, heart vibrationally, be able to reset and retune ourselves into how we choose to feel is an amazing gift. It's an incredible skill that we are developing here at Intention Tuesday. With the new moon in Gemini and Mercury still in retrograde, we are swirling in celestial frequencies that are calling us to take those introspective moments. It's time to turn inward and listen to the call of our hearts. Are you clearly focused on walking a solid path forward? Or is your divine essence calling you back to review a moment of your life where you would like a redo? Maybe an old wound is ready to heal, and you find yourself strong enough to be vulnerable and sit in this space to observe what comes up. Right now, you may have different people from your past that you haven't thought of in a really long time, but you're feeling the urge to look them up on Facebook or to text them or call them. Follow those hits of intuition, because there may be a piece of yourself still active with a contract with that person. And now, since there's been space and time, you may feel enough empowerment to reconnect with that person and finally either close something out, or you now have the ability to say what should have been said, or that you weren't ready to say, but you are now. This is the vibration now that is really ripe with supporting you in those endeavors. You know, maybe you weren't ready to take that class or go on that trip, or take that leap forward. But now that you have the experience underneath your belt and you can look back at all of the lessons that have created these building blocks for you for this nice solid platform, now you can reassess and realize what the best course of action for you moving forward is. So this energy is really, really supportive in those kinds of endeavors. So I really encourage you, while you are in this cocoon phase, to reassess and look at the goals that you've created for yourself for this year. Are they still serving you? Are they still a really dynamic inspiration to move forward? Or have things shifted because of the inner work that you're doing, or maybe the outer influence is causing you to not take for granted our livelihood or our life force, and stop and say, am I really allocating the time here on this earth in the way that I know best serves me and the greater good of all? Right? Am I fully present with my family and my children, knowing that every day is a gift and that we're not guaranteed tomorrow? Am I keeping promises to myself? Am I actioning those things that I say are important? Or am I just saying them and not really holding that alignment of what I really believe to be my truth? Okay. Tending the garden of our soul is self-care on the most basic of levels. Yet how often do we take an accountability check to make sure that we are offering ourselves the best, most abundant nourishment? Oftentimes, especially for women, we offer that nourishment to others first, thinking that it is our duty, obligation, or that we can wait. But we actually do such a great disservice to everyone around us, because if we are nourished and we are full of vitality, then we have so much power to help lift others up and revitalize ourselves and those around us. Oftentimes, we are busy punishing ourselves with negative self talk or wishing we could have made a new choice now that we have the wisdom of experience. In this moment, we will offer ourselves forgiveness. We celebrate our worthiness through conscious inspiration today, allowing ourselves a chance to use our maturity to our advantage and expand. Make a new choice today that serves us better than the ones that we made yesterday, or last month, or last year. Today, we acknowledge this new day, this new moment, this new breath, this new perspective, where we can sit here in the safety of our sacred stillness and begin again, and again, and again. Mantra number 20. I honor this new beginning with compassion and grace. I am alive, and I celebrate my life. I celebrate the life force within us all. Okay. It's a simple one, but it's very deep. To honor the in-breath, to celebrate the out-breath, to honor birth, honor death. It's the great cosmic cycle, right? The great exchange of energy. And we're simply dialing it down to our most basic principles today by being present, staying aware, and celebrating the vastness and simplicity, right, of birth and death. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. I will mind the timer and talk you through it. Continue to relax. Breathing really easy today. Allowing the music to pull you into this moment even further. Allowing those tight shoulders to drop. Relaxing even further as you exhale. Allowing the tension to just flow out of your palms, dripping out of your fingertips. Allow that relaxation to move into your feet. Allow that tension to slip out of your toes and release it. You can even take this moment to imagine that you're laying down for the night. Pretend you're in bed. And as you lay down, Your head is on that pillow and you close your eyes. You welcome in that stillness, that sacred darkness, that cocoon phase of the butterfly, where the death of the caterpillar happens. What is ready to go? What is no longer a part of who you are? Those stories that no longer help you walk with steadiness and security in this world. Today, with the strength and vitality of your Intention Tuesday tribe, we are connected together to help you finally release that. In this now moment, in our imagination, as we are in this deep, dark cocoon of safety, we can feel that outer layer being shed. Allowing ourselves to step into a new birth. Showing up into this world in a new way, a more authentic way, a more empowered way. But not having any resentment for the things of our past. They've given us such great lessons. They've given us awareness. The things that we realize we do not like and will no longer tolerate in our lives offer us clarity. Without those experiences, without those moments, whether they are full of trauma and grief and shock, those moments have allowed us to become very clear about what we will allow in our new world, in our new earth, in our new existence that we are all cultivating together. But it starts here, the inner work. I honor this new beginning with compassion and grace. I am alive and I celebrate my life. I celebrate the life force within us all. Now in this sacred stillness, there's so much room for expansion. You are not tethered to a tiny, too tight exoskeleton. In this space, this vastness, just allow your energy to unfold and just flow into that deep, deep expanse. Just allow yourself to feel big. Allow yourself to flow and align with the all there isness. Unimpeded, free, like you're floating in water, laying on your back with your eyes looking up at the sky. Imagine you're so relaxed, you're not sure where your body ends and the water begins. As you lay there in your imagination, looking up at that sky, feeling weightless, imagine that that sky comes down and takes you in, that you become that starry night, that you are a part of every star, part of all the planets, that you can align with the pieces of you that is celestial and heavenly. I honor this new beginning with compassion and grace. I am alive and I celebrate my life. I celebrate the life force within us all. As you are part of this bigness, of this all there isness, you feel drawn to review or renew an old calling. Is your heart yearning to become more simplified, to slow down even farther? Take a moment to see what's popping up for you. Are there images of people or actions that your higher self has been urging for you to take? Take a moment in this last minute to listen to that divine intuition. Okay, in our last 30 seconds, I welcome you to come back into your body. Pull yourself back into your vessel, thanking the expansion, holding that feeling while fully being present, wiggling your fingers and your toes. While aligning with this mantra, I honor this new beginning with compassion and grace. I am alive and I celebrate my life. I celebrate the life force within us all. And that's 10 minutes. Are you fully here? Take the time to make sure that you're back in your body. Hopefully your heart feels soothed and held. Sometimes we need this work to feel like we are in a cocoon that's holding us tight and yet allowing us to relax into the bigness that we know that we are calling or being called to step into. So this week, I encourage you to come back into this mantra and practice honoring the new beginnings that happen within each breath, that happen within each reset of every morning. You know, honor the mini death that happens at night, allowing you to let go and not have to be those moments where you would have made better choices. And forgiving yourself, because without those experiences, you would not know that there was another choice out there, right? And that we have a new day to try it all over again, to show up and be even better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. But it all starts with that deep appreciation and knowing that we are valuable, knowing that our purpose here is presence and awareness and experience, right? And really valuing each in-breath and each out-breath. One of the highlights of my week is to practice with you. Jill and I send you deep gratitude. Please join her live tonight at 10 p.m. Until then, enjoy your week. Sending you ease and grace.